Who is Wally Cummings? That I cannot answer unless I ask you another question. Why is Wally Cummings? Why am I here? What am I doing? Am I a tool? Yes. Am I a tool for good or evil? Depends on the role you give me.
Wally Cummings is, he's an actor.
Wally Cummings is like one of those guys that you sort of like hear about, but he's more of like, you don't really talk to anybody who's like seen one of his movies.
Wally Cummings. He was this guy who came to set.
You know, I saw something on Craigslist for a movie called Mystery Team.
He showed up on set and said he was Dan's dad.
I'm your father. What happened? Me and your mom had sex. And then you came out of her. When you're as great as actor as me, you dive into a role very fast. So I was like, he's like a son to me. I'm going to call him my son. Scorsese doesn't have a line. Who is this crazy lady? And guess who it was? It was your mother. Hold on. I'm gonna get to Diana Ross, so stop pushing me, okay? You're judging me in front of your friends.
Immediately obsessed with Maggie.
Started hitting on me in the most inappropriate ways.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I just haven't heard that name in a long time. McFadden. What are you doing to me? Just need a little lactose. Miss McFadden is a wily beast.
Well, the other thing that you always hear about Wally Cummings is that he's essentially he's like the equivalent of one of those murderous drifters that kind of comes into people's lives and kills them and takes their identities and then moves on to the next town, except he's also made over 680 films under his own name.
He's in a lot of movies with really stupid titles.
Yeah, very stupid title.
Aging Bull. It was a movie of his. It was just like really sad. It was just this, it was like one locked off camera shot of this bull just getting older and older until it was just like dead. And I mean, there's no word of dialogue. There was no like other people in it. But Wally Cummings was there and he was standing in the background near the fence, just motionless. And like I said, this is time-lapse over many months and the bull's moving around all over the place and he doesn't move at all.
Donnie Brasco 2, Tabasco sauce.
Oh, I love that one.
I'm sorry, is this?
Schindler's List. That was like.
I love that one. That's about the Miss Schindler ad.
Yeah. It's about this guy named Schindler who owns a trunk full of mist. I'm sorry, are you Wally Cummings?
No, I'm not Wally Cummings.
Oh, I know. I was just talking about Wally Cummings.
I know.
He sucks.
Well, he's misunderstood. That's the thing about Wally Cummings. He's very smart.
I don't know why you care.
Things like this get back to him. Okay? Things like this get back to Wally Cummings. More lactose for me.
You were in that little scene, French sci-fi epic Lactose, which is about a milk planet?
That's actually, thank you very much, where I got into this. I studied for 4 years for Lactose, which is a milk planet. It was a very interesting script. A lot of people call it the first Avatar. A lot of people, like, we didn't really have the technology that Avatar was able to show, but it was a planet completely made out of milk. The currency was milk, so it'd be like as if everybody here, like the currency here was babies. And it's just like that idea of just like, oh, if you sold your baby for a baby, like what does that even mean anymore? And that's where we had script problems.
How does a person produce a film, their first film, it's super low budget, and this guy...
I wrote this on a harpsichord. You don't know what's going on when it's happening. I saw her walk in from the door, and I said, oh, that's the woman. That's the woman I'm going to marry. And when my son put his arm around her and said, yes, we're engaged, it was like, I am not afraid to say this, it was way worse than 9/11. Oh, hi, Maggie.
Hi, Wally.
I'm gonna leave this ring right here. Oh, I dropped the ring. Oh, now I'm on one knee.
I'm engaged to Dan.
Dan Ekman? I'm sorry, can I say this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying this. He's a little film nigger. I'm sorry, that's a horrible thing to say. Could you edit this out? for me. Especially thinking about the filmmaker. That didn't make any sense, and it was horrible. Who says those things? Who does those things? Do you think about death, Daniel? I think about death. Think about death every day. I put a gun in my mouth this morning. I couldn't do it, Daniel. I'll fuck the dog if you let me sleep here.